Shalom. Call Hulaimla Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who will teach well at the Hopeful Lake. And a sincere Shalom to Hopeful Lake, the house of David, and the 1/3 that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Now this is a quick dream I had a few nights ago, and also I got some imagery of some thermal imagery of the people that took the serpent's venom and some other shots too, some CLOT shots. All right. So basically, it was a zombie apocalypse dream, pretty much. But how it happened was much different than most zombie dreams. I mean, not zombie dreams, but what you see in these films. It resembled Cell 2016. I think it's Denzel Washington in there and Andrew Cusack, I believe that's his name. um, Basically, just chilling somewhere, and not everybody, but the vast majority, I'd say 70% of people around me just turn to zombies, like flip of the switch, drop of a hat. They were zombies. Nothing, wasn't like they all got attacked or, something was in the air. It was just something switched, you know? And they just turned to zombies. And they weren't like slow or unathletic or anything like that. And they actually had a somewhat decent amount of intelligence, man. They had a reasonable amount of intelligence, because when they didn't see humans, so to speak, right, that weren't down with the zombie stuff, they like huddled up together and they walked slow, like to conserve energy or something like that. It was crazy. They would be huddled up and like just walking slow, conserving energy pretty much. And then as soon as they saw somebody, they somehow knew they weren't infected, and they would just run full speed after them, making zombie noises, man. Like from Call of Duty, it was making noises like that. And they had some form of athleticism, man. They weren't like, the average person, especially here in Babylon the Great, has no type of speed and strength. I believe only 26 20 I think it's 26% of Americans, Babylonians, can pass a basic fitness test, man. So that's what 74% of people who are out of shape, and not necessarily because they're fat, but they're, what is it called, an idle life or whatever it's called, where you don't do a lot of physical activities. So these zombies, man, they had a form of speed, and they were fearless, and they were very like they could climb. Like I seen them climbing and jumping, man, jumping over bushes and onto houses. Like, now, not nothing crazy, like they jumping. They got like a 80-inch vertical or something, like nothing like that. But they were like very athletic, like a D1 athlete, and these were just average people, man. That just suddenly just turned into zombies, and they had a form of intelligence. It reminded me of that scene from Army of the Dead, where the woman was giving them like it was like a part of the trailer in the movie where she was saying they're not what you think they are, they're smart and so on. It reminded me of that, you know. Now obviously they didn't keep their human intelligence, but they weren't complete idiots. Like in some of these zombie movies, man, you could throw like a freaking rock, and then the zombie will go check out the rock. They weren't that dumb, man. Seriously. And another thing is I saw something. All right. Now this really hits home. So basically, when they bit somebody, and that person that got bit would, turn into a zombie. I saw something. I saw something, and it looked. I'm gonna show you exactly what it looked like. All right, it started assembling itself in this person's body, and I saw it, man. It looked like, I'm gonna show you. Don't worry about this. I'll get into this later. It looked just like this. It looked just like this, and this. It resembled this thickness and how it branches out. It was like, because this is more intact, a piece that's intact. These is shredded. You can still kind of see it right here, but these have been tampered with when they, pulled them out of the people's bodies. This one is in good condition. It looked pretty much identical to this, man. and this is from the people that took the serpent's venom. And I seen this. It was growing inside of the people's bodies that got bit. Now the people that suddenly turned to zombies, I didn't see it. I didn't see this on them. I didn't see this. This wasn't there. This wasn't there. You only seen it, after they bit a person, and then you started seeing it grow. Like it started growing, man. Like from the video game and the TV show The Last of Us. You know how in the intro it shows the zombie fungus, whatever, cordyceps or whatever it's called, growing. It was growing like that, man, and it only took a couple seconds for them to turn. And it was very intense, man, because every second was like life changing, you know. And like I said, they were like a horde. They were, and then that's another form of them having an intelligence. They would group up together, like you see here. They would, like, I visually remember it. So it was a street, and you know how you have a main street and then you have a side street connected to the main street. They was walking on this main street, man. And as I was looking at them, it was a massive horde, like you see in this photo right here. But they were walking very slow. They were very tight together. Like I said, to conserve energy, conserve heat, because heat is energy. They were conserving their energy, man. It's like they knew to do that. And they were all together like a horde, a zombie horde. And then it's like I said, as soon as they saw a human that wasn't infected, they just blitzed them pretty much. Like they were running for their lives, man, to spread the virus pretty much. And yeah. Now I got something else that's spiritual, very spiritual. I was looking up some post-apocalyptic movies to watch, cuz I love apocalyptic films. And this is spiritual. Now, I didn't screenshot it, but basically you can look it up yourself. It's called the best zombie movies, and the channel was called Film Select Together with a capital S, and then space trailer, the best zombie movies. And in the thumbnail, it shows something that looks like this. And guess what this is? This is thermal imagery of the CLOT that people are getting from the serpent's venom, man. This all this you see is this, man. This is just when they pulled it out, and this is what it looks like when it's inside. And on this zombie movie, on this thumbnail, it looks exactly like this, man. Exactly like, look at this. This is world bending stuff right here, man. Not millions, billions of people have this in their bodies. In their bodies. Look, it's just filthy. When I first looked at this, man, it made my whole body just crawl. I felt disgusted, man. And even now I still feel a little disgusted. And I just got out the shower a few hours ago, but still, man, like, Just look at this. Just look at this. You know, it's nasty. Look at this, man. Look at this. Going down this person's leg. This is some zombie stuff right here, man. That's what it is, man. Look at it. Look at it. Filthy. Completely filthy. And they're pulling this like the documentary DIED suddenly. They're pulling it out of their bodies. The people from the what do you call it? Embalmers. They're pulling it out of people's bodies. They never seen them before in their lives until post 2021 when the serpent's venom, all right, was released. That's when the embalmers started seeing it in the bodies. So this is no joke. Esau is making his moves, all right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is making his moves, okay? I mean, just look at this. This is what I saw. As soon as a person got bit, this would start forming by that wound. Instantly, rapidly. It was growing exponentially fast. And then it's not a coincidence that came out with The Last of Us, a zombie apocalypse game that's been made a movie. And in the game / movie, it took place in 2023, man. All right, it began in 2003, and then when it had the introduction to what's going on started in 2003, but the actual survival and doing the plays and the actual plot was in 2023. And this is very similar to the Cordyceps whatever in The Last of Us. It's not a coincidence that Esau's making these moves, man. And in Amazon's terms and services, it literally talks about the zombie apocalypse. I mean, it's plenty of sources, CDC and so on and so forth, that talks about the zombie apocalypse. I mean, CDC outright says to prepare for the zombie apocalypse, but the one in Amazon just sticks out the most to me because it's just so random. Like, literally, it's random for Amazon to have something like that. Talking about the zombie apocalypse, man. Let's read it. I'm going to end it off by reading it. All right, here it is right here. Actually, no, hold on. Hold on, man. Holy crap, man. I think Amazon took it off. I don't see it anymore on their terms and services, man. It's not there anymore. I may be tripping, but it looks like they took it off from their the I think it's called a clause in services. Because I don't see it. I don't see it anymore. Nope. It's not. They took it off. There's no, because this is the right link that I used every time I looked for it. So Amazon took it off. So that's fishy because they took it off the CDC too, man. They took it off. They reduced it to like a comic strip. But here they just flat out took it off. No, again, maybe they moved it, but from what I'm looking at, it's not there no more, man. So that's what I'm rolling with. So times is getting rough. It's getting real out here, man. You see what's happening. I'm gonna hit a few precepts, and I'm gonna exit. This is Jeremiah 30 and 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. So these men are gonna be so in fear that they're gonna be acting like women. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be feeble. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakakwadash. Lord's will is edifying. Shalom.